expanding operations in the Gaza Strip, the IDF is planning to recruit in a new way. Authorities are initiating a drive for 18 to 25-year-olds, mainly in the United States and France. This as ultra-Orthodox men have been refusing a legal draft. Joining us now to talk more about it is our I-24 News host and correspondent, Nicole Zedeck. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
So clearly there has been a lot in the news lately as so many soldiers have been, fighting on both fronts for nearly 2 years now, and the importance of getting some fresh recruits that have not been going through this experience for so long. So interesting incentive to try to reach out to the Americans and the French.
Especially since these are two strong Jewish communities where we do already see lone soldiers. The idea of a lone soldier is basically someone who enlists in the IDF and doesn't have any family support here. Now, it's mainly then people from the Jewish diaspora, the United States, France, South America. But I also want to say a lone soldier can be also a native Israeli who doesn't have family support here in Israel. But at least 50% of the some 7,000 lone soldiers that are currently in the IDF, they're from some 60 countries abroad. And so it does realistically make sense for the IDF to tap into these people that are already willing to give up their life, their own families in their home countries and come serve the Jewish state. And especially what we see often with these lone soldiers from these Jewish communities abroad, they want to come here to Israel, especially in the wake of October 7th. We have seen a larger number of lone soldiers coming and enlisting in the IDF because they feel like in their own home communities in France and the United States, there's only so much they can do to actually stand up for Israel and contribute. There's no better way in their minds oftentimes to actually come here, suit up, and enlist in the IDF.
It'll be interesting to really see. I know they have a goal of getting about 10,000 from each age between 18 and 25. It'll be interesting how much they're able to, how many they're able to get.
Yeah, right now, the 10,000 number, that's about the estimates of how many troops we're short right now, between 10 to 12,000 troops that the IDF currently needs as we are ongoing fighting this war. Now, according to the IDF, as you mentioned, some 10,000 between the serving ages of 18 to 25, it would be about a 600 to 700 increase from those age ranges per year. So it would be more of a gradual increase that they were hoping to see. 600 to 700 recruits from the United States, France, some of these lone soldiers. It could definitely impact the number of those serving here and help the troops that are currently serving on the ground. But also, as we talk about, even if some of these young soldiers are willing and ready to accept this call and move out here, it does become also complicated with their families as you see this ongoing
Not
war.
Every mom and dad want to send their kids. Let's talk a little bit about they're also trying to call up 60,000 reservists, many who already have. It's called Miluim here. But also, they're trying to recruit by law members of the ultra-Orthodox community, even recently, as far as last week, doing some kind of incentive to not have to, arrest them as draft dodgers.
This is what complicates the story even more, as they're looking outwards to bring some of these Jewish diaspora young men to come here in Israel. There are some 80,000 young men eligible to serve between 18 and 25 in the ultra-Orthodox Haredi community. 80,000. That would easily fill this 10,000 gap that the IDF needs. However, the ultra-Orthodox leaders, they're calling on these young men to not serve, to draft dodge, as you just mentioned. And so the IDF actually, up until August 21st, said that any of these draft dodgers that have not been accepting this call to come serve, if you show up by August 21st, no questions asked. You will not be arrested. You will not be detained. You will suit up, and that will be the end of it. Your paperwork will be closed.
Yeah.
As far as how many are actually going to take that call, well, unfortunately, Emily, as we've seen the thousands, the 54,000 conscription orders that were sent in July alone, a handful have actually showed up. So I don't know exactly how this incentive will actually solve that problem.
It continues to be an internal social situation for the people of Israel as well. Thank you very much, Nicole.